Geraldine Pu and Her Lucky Pencil, too. Written and illustrated by Maggie P. Chang. For my mother. Contents. How to read this book. Words from Geraldine's World. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, Chapter 4. A message from Chienbee. How to make a scrapbook. How to read this book. This is Geraldine. She's here to give you some tips on reading this book. It's me, Geraldine. The pointy end of this speech bubble shows that I'm speaking. When someone is thinking, you'll see a bubbly cloud with little circles pointing to them. This box I'm inside is called a panel. On each page, read the panels from left to right and top to bottom. Ta-da! Now you're ready to read this book. Gurgle, gurgle. Oops, those gurgles were the sound of my tummy grumbling. It's time to eat. Hee hee. Words from Geraldine's World. Geraldine and her family speak English, Mandarin Chinese, and Taiwanese. Mandarin Chinese and Taiwanese are both languages spoken in Taiwan. Some of Geraldine's family members used to live there. Ahma, the word for grandma in Taiwanese. Chienbee, the word for pencil in Mandarin Chinese. Chinese ribbon dance, a traditional art form from China that's been performed for over 1,000 years. These dancers wear colorful costumes and whirl long strips of silk in the air. Karaoke, said like this, karaoke, a fun musical activity where people sing along to music videos while using a microphone. Potluck, a get-together where people bring food to share. A note on the spellings in this book. There are different ways to write Mandarin Chinese and Taiwanese words in the English alphabet, but our book spells them the way Geraldine likes to spell them. Chapter 1. Meet Geraldine Pu. Her last name rhymes with glue and Drew. She loves her family, her favorite things, like art supplies, hair clip, Ahma's cooking, and stories with mystery and adventure. Augie, try this one about the missing mermaid. Okay. The stories Geraldine loves the most are the ones she comes up with herself. In a flash, lightning strikes the magic horse's wing. Oh no, we can't fly. The knight and her horse fall toward a volcano. Do you know what always helps Geraldine with her stories? Her lucky pencil. Me. Geraldine calls him Chienbee. Said like this, Chienbee. He writes and draws what's in Geraldine's imagination. Then a swarm of fairies comes to the rescue. Whee! Wait, that doesn't look right. Chienbee also has a cool eraser. I can make things disappear. Shoo, shoo. Every time she picks him up, she has great ideas for her stories. That's why he's her lucky pencil. Scratch, scroll, swoosh. One day at school, Mr. Lunder announces, class, your next project is to write and draw a story from your life. Each student picks a different story idea from a bag. Yours will be about a time I was surprised, a storm, an animal, all right. Geraldine is excited until she picks my family. Even though she loves her family, she can't think of any exciting stories about them. Soon, everyone gets to work, except Geraldine. Yikes, this never happens. After a while, Mr. Lunder says, students, you will read your stories to the class later this week. Geraldine finds her name under Wednesday. She has 2 days to come up with a brilliant story. Hey, I'm not a chew toy. Ow! Chapter 2. The next morning, Geraldine plays tic-tac-toe with Devin on the bus. So what are you writing about for your story? Once, a pigeon flew into my house, and my mom chased it. My baby sister cried, and I hid. And my dad took pictures, and feathers went everywhere. Whoa, epic. I don't have any ideas for mine. Oh, you've got time. Later, Geraldine's class begins presenting. A storm. Suddenly, the sky turned green. An insect. Then the bee stung my nose. An animal. And that was the time I saved my dog from an enormous poisonous snake. Wow, their stories are amazing. Geraldine has one more day to write, but she barely touches Chienbee. At home, Geraldine knows she has to work on her story. Instead, she does a few other things first. Crunch. Sweet. Okay, ready to write. Time for dinner. Coming. I'll wait for you. After dinner, Geraldine tries to focus, but mostly she uses Chienbee's eraser. Shoo, 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 shoo. Then she starts doing this. Bounce. Bounce. Until finally, bounce, bounce, tink. Splash. No! Geraldine's magic horse story is soaked. She sighs. You're not so lucky after all. Geraldine, what happened? Geraldine explains her project. Our family doesn't have any exciting stories to tell. Well, then your family is not who you think they are. They're not? Chapter 3. Come with me. Ahma heads to the basement. The basement is mysterious. Geraldine likes mysterious things. Over here. I want to show you what's inside. Ahma shows Geraldine a photo of where she used to live in Taiwan. That girl is you? And the plane she took when she moved to the United States. Can you believe we traveled for 21 hours? No way. There's even a photo of young Ahma dancing a Chinese ribbon dance. Wow, look. Moving to a new country was scary. Thank goodness I had my family, food, and dancing to remind me of home. Whoosh. Ahma tells stories of her dance group. We practiced for months. Of how Geraldine's parents met. It was their first day of college. And of the night Geraldine was born. The moon was like magic. By the time the trunk is empty, Geraldine says, I can't believe all that led to me. Hey, Ahma, I know what to write. Can I have this ribbon? Sure. Thank you. Sorry I didn't take good care of you, Chienbee. Okay, ready? Let's do this. Swish, swish, scratch, scribble, scribble, swish, scratch. Done! The next day is Wednesday. What should I wear? Geraldine practices reading her story to Augie. I love it. Then eats a big breakfast, scarf, scarf, gobble. Before she knows it, school starts and Geraldine, it's your turn to present. Chapter 4. Geraldine flips through her notebook. Oh, my dear, your palms are sweaty. She looks into the crowd. Everyone stares back. She opens her mouth, but suddenly out comes a burp. Hee hee. Nico giggles. P.U. Tee hee. Now, class. Geraldine is giggling too, though. Excuse me, P.U. is right. P.U. is also how you spell Pu, my family's name. Speaking of my family, this is a true tale of 3 sisters who lived on the island of Taiwan. They laughed and danced and ate yummy food, but the sisters dreamed of living in America. One day, the youngest sister said, let's move there. Then they did. They had to be very brave. There was a very, very long trip in the sky, people who roared, and icy storms. Although it was hard, it was an adventure. The sisters made magical moments in their new home. They made new friends and had potluck parties where they sang karaoke. Now for a big reveal. The youngest sister in this story is my Ahma, my grandma. Aww. And I love being her granddaughter. The end. The class is silent. Then someone starts clapping. Soon, everyone's cheering. Good job, Miss Pooh. So good. Go, Geraldine. Yeah. Woohoo. When Geraldine sits back down, Devin whispers, "What a cool family." "Thanks. I'm really lucky." "And so am I." The end. A message from Chienbee. Families can come in all different forms: biological, adoptive, foster, or special people like friends and caregivers who love you like family. Learning about your family history helps you understand who you are and where you come from. There's a lot you can discover through photo albums, books, interviewing family members, or researching with them online. Did you know that your family stories can live on for a really, really, really long time through customs such as storytelling, music, art, and dance? For example, traditional Chinese dance, like the kinds Ahma used to perform, tells stories of China's very distant past using movement and music. These dancers often hold something like a fluttering fan or whirling ribbons. Isn't it incredible that the costumes and movements performed hundreds of years ago are still around today? Once you start learning more about your family's stories, you will find that you're part of a really big world, a world that's woven together. What will you discover about your family and yourself? How to make a scrapbook. A scrapbook is a special book that collects and saves personal stories. It is a fun and creative way to share memories with friends, family, and even future generations. Here's a scrapbook you can make to help you remember special moments. Step 1. Ask an adult to help you gather supplies: glue or tape, pen or pencil for writing, printed photos or drawings of your memories, memorabilia, paper scraps that remind you of an event or a place like theater ticket stubs, event flyers and programs, greeting cards, and so on. Scrapbook album or blank pages that you can staple together. And optional, stickers, crayons, colored pencils, pens, or markers for adding decorations. Step 2. Pick themes for different sections in your scrapbook. Here are some ideas to choose from: summer activities, a holiday you enjoyed, your birthday, a trip, a performance you were in, a show or movie you attended, fun with friends, memories with a pet, a new experience, an accomplishment, favorites of the moment, food, song, book, or school subject, or anything you remember the most from the last year. Step 3. Collect memorabilia and a few pictures for each spread. Your pictures could be photographs or drawings of your memory, or both. Step 4. Glue or tape down your pictures and memorabilia. Step 5. Next to the pictures and memorabilia, write a caption that explains what they are and what they mean to you. Step 6. If you'd like, decorate your pages with stickers and doodles. Step 7. Have fun sharing your scrapbook with your friends and family. Thank you for listening.